Hey, good morning, McVeigh students. Got a special video for you today. We're going to take a look at some things that track runners do. One of the main things we're going to do is we're going to go over how to start. I know that when we race in class, a lot of you kids, you get down and you do this kind of thing because you've seen it on television, but we're going to show you today the proper way to do a track start. I have one of my track athletes here who's actually a former McVeigh student, also a state champion in the state of Delaware, very qualified to show you what to do. So we're going to take you through the process. We don't have starting blocks with us, but we'll take you through the process, and at home in your living room or wherever you're watching this, I want you to follow along with us. We're going to go nice and slow so you know how to do it. And she's going to do a couple runs from a down, what we call a down position in track. And we're going to show you the proper way to start a race so you can beat your friends. So why don't you get down in the what we call the on your mark position. Okay, so typically when we race out on a school ground, out on the playground, we might say ready, set, go. But in a track race, you'll have a starter, which is the person with the starting gun. It's not a real gun. It's called a starter gun. It doesn't have real bullets. It has bullets, but they're not real. They want to injure somebody, and they'll say on your mark. They won't say ready, they say on your mark. This is the on your mark position. Now typically there would be a start line right here. Okay? We don't have it because we're not on a track right now. A lot of schools are closed. We're just on an athletic field here. You want your hands right behind that starting line. Okay? And you'd want your shoulders to be right over that starting line as well. All right. Now notice how she has one knee up in the air, and if my cameraman will come around this side, and she's probably getting a little tired holding this position. She has her other knee on the ground. Okay, and if we can swing around the front here with the camera, you'll see that her knee that's up in the air, that foot is well behind this knee. Okay, you always want your knee that's touching the ground to be about this far or so, or depending how old you are, about this far in front of your other foot. So let's review. Her hands would be right up to the start line if we had one. Her shoulders are right over the line, okay, right over the start line. Notice her head is down, she's not looking up. One knee is down, the other knee is up in the air. Okay, now that's the on your mark position. Now the next cue or the next command that the starter will give is set. And we're not going to make her hold the set position for super long, but she's going to have to hold a little longer than normal. Most of the time a starter will hold an athlete in the set position for about a second or two. There's no set number, it's up to the starter's discretion. So the starter will say set, and if the cameraman swing around the side here, she still has her shoulders over the line, okay? And she's basically lifting her hips up and holding herself in this position, and just relax, okay? And she's in her starting position. She's on her toes. She's on her toes, all right? And her feet are remaining straight here in the back. Her feet aren't getting crooked, okay? And she wants to keep her shoulders over the line. She was actually a little behind the line there. We got to work on that here. All right, let's start over on your mark. Set. Now, boys and girls, whatever knee is closest to the start line, that arm's going to fly forward, and that other arm's going to fly back. All right, and relax again. Now this time we're going to do a run for you. And let's move the camera back here to the side so we can really see what she does. Now watch her left arm, which is the arm that's closest to us. This arm is going to fly out like this because this leg, she's going to step on this leg first. So she has her left foot in front and her right foot back. So because she steps on this leg, this arm comes up. Right. Remember, we always move in opposites. We don't walk or run like this. We do opposites. So that's one of the main things that we're looking for is when that gun goes off, we want to see what we call the split. Okay, this position right here where my arms are split. Now you're going to notice that her body kind of does this, is she gradually comes up until at one point she's in a nice tall position. But when she first comes out, she's going to kind of be at a 45-degree angle. Some of you fifth graders that are watching, you'll be familiar with the 45-degree angle probably. All right, so let's go through the whole process again. We're going to do a run here for you, and we'll probably do one more after this just so you can see. On your mark. Now, boys and girls watching at home, you can watch this one and then you can get down with us again. And we'll do another one. If you're outside, you can actually join us and try to run. You can have your mom or dad check you out here. Set. Go. All right, that's a lot of force and a lot of power. Why do track athletes start in a down position? Well, boys and girls, if you've ever, let's say you've ever been in a swimming pool and one of your friends has asked you to race them, one of the first things that you'll do without anybody telling you is you'll put one hand on the side wall of the pool and you'll put one other foot behind you on that wall and you'll push off that wall. So essentially what we're doing when we get in a down position is we're getting our body at an angle where we can push down and back against the ground. Okay, and track athletes, someday I'll show you, we'll do another video someday, I'll show you what starting blocks look like, where there's actually pedals that you put your foot against and you push off of those pedals and launch yourself in the direction that you're going to run. So let's do another take here. I want you guys to take notice how her body starts out in this position and gradually comes up nice and tall. Okay? And you start out a little bit too far down probably. We're in the middle of a practice here, guys. We're bringing you in. So we're actually working on things as we're doing this video. So I'll make sure you come out just a little bit taller. We don't want to bend the waist. We want to come out at the proper angle. Don't bend at your waist. On your mark. And why don't you move that left foot up just a couple inches. There you go. Set. Go. Okay. Boys and girls, as you catch that, I'm going to start you right now. I want you to get down on your living room floor, wherever you're watching. Take your mark. On your mark. Mom or dad, older brother or sister, check them out. Make sure their hands are right behind your start line. Boys and girls, pick a start line in your house. Okay, make sure that their shoulders are right over that line. Look at your shoulders. Are they right over the start line? Make sure you have one knee down on the ground and your other foot, that knee is up in the air. Okay? Make sure that your knee is in front of your foot. Don't have them even. And boys and girls, one thing we didn't point out is you want that knee that's down to be probably about, for boys and girls your age, about this far from the start line, and you want that foot that's down probably to be about this far from the start line. Okay, so take your mark, and when I say set, don't get in your set position yet, when I say set, I want you to pick your hips up and keep your head down and keep those shoulders right over the line. Alright, you guys ready? Here we go. Set, go! Alright, hopefully you didn't run into your computer screen or your television. Now, what are you thinking when the starter says on your mark? What's going through your mind as you prepare for your race?
To get a good start and make sure, like Mr. Palka said, get a good angle so that you can accelerate forward and then, pace.
And so why is the start important to your race?
Because it's the beginning of your race and you want to get a good start because like anything, like if you start good, then you'll end well.
That's right. So your start kind of sets up your whole race. If you don't have a good start, especially if the shorter your race is, it's going to be very difficult to finish well if you don't have a good start. So track athletes are always concerned about their start because in order to finish well, you have to set yourself up properly, and that first step that you take out of the starting blocks is very important for you to get your right rhythm and to get your right momentum for your race. So when the starter says set, at that point, are you pretty nervous at that point where
Yes.
there's a lot of adrenaline?
But you
Flowing, right?
make sure not to false start. So just wait for the gun to go off and then go.
Okay, so explain what a false start is, because we didn't talk about that. What is a false start, and what happens if you false start?
So a false start is when you start running before the gun goes off, which means you're starting before everyone else. And then for my level, for high school, you'll get disqualified, which means you can't run anymore.
Okay, so boys and girls, I know a lot of you in class, when I say on your mark, you already are running. Yeah, you know you do that. And when I say set, almost all of you are already running as soon as I say set. So in a real race at the high school level, when you guys get to high school, if you leave early before the starting gun goes off, you're out of the race. You're done. And we've all seen people, even at a state championship race, who have worked hard all season, even people that are favored to win the state title, they get disqualified because they start early. So that's why in class, when we do races, I'm very hard on you guys to make sure that you don't leave early, because if you do, you'll be out of the race and you don't get another chance. You don't get a second chance. That's the way the rule is. So anything else you'd like to add about your start?
Just make sure you're leaning forward and get the good angle, and yeah, run fast.
Yeah, practice. Boys and girls, she's probably done thousands of starts, and everybody, it doesn't matter if you're a professional or you're a second grader or fifth grader, it takes a lot of work to get a good start. So we'll do another track video sometime. I'm at the track or at an athletic field like this quite a bit, and we'll do some more instructional videos. I know that a lot of you boys and girls have asked me how to do a down start when we're racing in class. So someday we'll get the blocks and we'll kind of show you how to do that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please join us for the rest of the video. You guys have another video that you have to work on as well. And hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Miss you guys. Bye-bye.